Hello and welcome back to Culinary Haven. Today we're making the famous French-Canadian meat pie Tourtiere, which is a short crust pastry pie filled with cooked meat and vegetables and mashed potato. It's absolutely delicious, hearty, and it's big enough to feed easily 8 people. Let's begin. And we'll start with chopping the onions. 3 onions because it's a large pie and there's a lot of meat. Chopping them finely. I'm using different kinds of onion, pink one and white and some sort of in between, but it doesn't matter, any onion will do. That's it, done. And now we're going to cook the onions. In a large skillet, we melt 30 grams of butter. The reason we start with making the filling rather than the dough is because it takes some time to cook the filling, but also it will need to be cooled. You can't put a hot filling into pie crust, so that's the reason for this order. So make the filling, let it cool, and get on with the dough. I'm just going to add about a tablespoon of olive oil just to make sure that the butter doesn't burn. So leave it to cook for 5-7 minutes until it's softened and slightly golden. As the onions are cooking, we're going to prepare the garlic, 2 cloves of garlic minced or finely chopped, or you can squeeze it through a garlic press, it doesn't matter. To add more garlic, that's fine by me. I think 2 cloves of garlic is enough. It's been 5 minutes and the onions are softened, translucent and a little golden. That's exactly what we're looking for. Now we're going to add the garlic. Mix it in. And now we're going to add the meat. We're adding 500 grams of beef mince and 500 grams of pork mince. The full list of ingredients you will find in the description. Everything you need to make the pie. Now we need to break the mince into small pieces before it cooks and glues together. Just with a spatula, or I'll actually try something else now. That's my pasta. It's helpful, I'll use it to break the meat. Now we're going to season. So the seasoning: a teaspoon of salt, a teaspoon of black pepper, a teaspoon of ground coriander, a teaspoon of dried thyme, half a teaspoon of ground ginger, half a teaspoon of dried mustard, half a teaspoon of ground allspice. There's a lot of seasoning in this, but it's delicious and large pie. So that's that. And a 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg. That's it. Now we mix it all together. It's actually not that much, considering how much. We have a kilo of meat here. It smells amazing. That's about it. Broken down, we'll break it down again later. So now we're just going to leave it to cook for 20 minutes on medium heat to brown the meat. So as the meat is cooking, we're going to prepare the dough. The short crust pastry. We're going to make it and then put it in the fridge, wait until it's time. So we need 100 ml of ice cold water and 2 teaspoons of white vinegar into that water, 450 grams of plain flour, a teaspoon of salt and a tablespoon of icing sugar, and 225 grams of frozen butter cut into small cubes. So we just put the flour and the frozen butter into the bowl of the food processor, and we're going to pulse it until it resembles breadcrumbs. So as soon as the dough starts to clump together, stop. And now I'm adding the water, 100 ml of ice cold water and 2 teaspoons of vinegar. So I'm going to take it out, super sharp blade, transfer it onto the worktop. The mixture looks like this because the butter was actually frozen. I first cut it into small cubes and then froze it, so the dough is very, very cold. But that will make the best, flakiest crust. So we just push it together. We're not kneading it or anything, just push it together into a disc, wrap it in cling film and refrigerate it for at least an hour or until we're ready for it. But I also want to add that if you make this like I just did and your dough doesn't come together at all and just remains in crumbs, just add a little bit of water, literally a tablespoon of cold water, and mix it again. It will come together. We will also need to cook the potatoes. 3-4 potatoes, about half a kilo or thereabouts. Some people cook the potatoes, make the mash and leave it until the mince is ready. I don't do that. I cook the potatoes and make sure that they're cooked by the time the mince is ready, and then I just, through the ricer, mash it directly into the pan. Up to you. If you want, you can do it in advance, it makes no difference. Just boil the potatoes in salted water until they're tender. So it's been 20 minutes and the mince is browned, everything looks very good. And now we're adding to this mixture 400 ml of thin beef gravy. Turn the heat down and stir it, and now I'm going to cook it for 20 minutes on a low heat, covered with a lid, and occasionally every 5 minutes I'll come and give it a good stir. And I've already started cooking the potatoes, so everything should be ready more or less the same time. It's been 20 minutes and our filling is ready. Delicious, soft, lovely. So of course it's ready. We cooked the mince for 20 minutes browning and then for 20 minutes in the gravy. So it's enough. I'm actually switching it off. And now we're just going to add, the potatoes are ready as well. And I'm just going to use the potato ricer. That's it. And now we're just going to fold it in. Lovely. Look at that. This pie is just something else. It's good to have it when it's just made and cooled to the room temperature, or you can have it cold the next day and the day after. It stays well, and you can freeze it as well. So excellent. In case you don't need people to feed it one time, you can always have the amazing leftovers. It will obviously firm up as it cools down. Now I'm going to transfer it into a bowl because, as any pie filling, it needs to cool down to the room temperature. So I'm doing this and leave it to cool. So our filling has cooled down. Now we can make the pie. It's well rested. Now I'm going to sprinkle the surface with a little bit flour so it's not sticking to it, and divide it in two pieces, one a little bit bigger than the other, like this. And it's very cold. We need to roll it into a large round to fit into the 23 centimeters in diameter, which is 9 inches, and 5 centimeters the sides. It's 5 centimeters tall, 23 at the bottom. Flour the rolling pin and just gently go around. It's very cold because it was cold when we made it, so, and it was sitting in the fridge this whole time, so understandably cold, but it will soften in a minute. Keep moving the dough to not just leave it in one place. Keep moving it and dusting it with flour very lightly. These cracks, don't worry about that. Just as it gets more pliable, we'll even them out. That's okay, that's not a problem. Like so. Just go around the edge. It's still not around, but it's big enough. I'm going to now turn it on the other side so that the smooth side will be outside of the pie. Brush off the excess flour, and now I'm gonna get it in. It's a lovely, lovely dough. Gently lower it in. Press it down and press the sides and just trim off the... You can leave a little overhang, but don't need this much. And now we're going to roll out the lid for the pie. Same again, we're rolling it into a round, but now we only need the actual diameter at the top, which will be about 26 centimeters, just over 10 inches. Let's check. Plenty. So that's that. That will be our lid. Just brush the flour off and cut out the center so we have a vent to get the steam out, and then just cut out some leaves and whatever decoration you fancy. You don't have to do it. The crust with our cooled filling. It did look like it's so much, but it actually isn't. It's perfect for a 9-inch pie. And hopefully our vent will be in the center. And just pinch the ends. And then we'll trim them off. And crimp it. Now we're going to egg wash the pie and stick the decorations to it and bake it. The egg wash is 1 egg and 1 tablespoon of cold water. The vent is not in the center, and I don't know what that is, but we'll keep it. just random things cut out of your leftover dough. There you go. That'll be fine. And now I'll just brush the leaves as well. And now it goes into the preheated to 180 degrees Celsius oven for 1 hour. Here we are. The pie is ready. Beautiful golden brown. We need to let it cool a little bit. Traditionally, tourtiere pie is supposed to be served at room temperature, but unfortunately we can't wait that long, so we're just going to cut it now. So flaky. The crust is absolutely amazing. Look at that. So here we are. This is the slice. This is the pie. It's amazing. Buttery, flaky crust and absolutely delicious filling. I hope you try it if you haven't yet already. And if you have, just as well I wanted to say, if you have any short crust pastry left from the pie, don't throw away. I never do. Just roll it out, sprinkle it with some sugar and a cinnamon, cut it into squares or whatever, and just bake cookies. They will be amazing. Thank you for watching this episode of Culinary Haven. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you're going to make the tourtiere pie. And until next time, bye.